So what we're going to do now is remove this section of the beef so we can start getting into the clod where we've got our crosscut, our bowler and our blade. So we're just going to follow the line of bone there, looking for the joint. So what we're going to do is going to mark behind, just above the third rib there, so we can take our clod off. I'm going to line the top of the carcass from where I've marked. So we're just going to start sawing to the top of the blade bone. So I'm going to let gravity do a bit of the work. Mark it from behind, make sure that we're getting the right seam. Pulling away. Again, just following that seam until we find the fat line. There we go, that's our clod. So what we're going to do is remove some of this white fat through here. We're going to take it away, and that's going to be put into some of our burgers for later on. Then we've got our bowler sitting down here on my right hand side. At the back here, you'll see the crosscut blade, or it's where your flat iron steak comes from. And then we have our blade sitting on the other side here. We're just going to go through, remove that fat. Just going to follow the ridge of the bone down. And we're just clearing that meat away from the top. Again, trying to make those bones as clean as possible. So we're just going to take it away, take the bowler away from the side here. And that's where our bowler comes from. So we're just going to remove some of this excess fat, again saving it for later on. So what we do here at FirstLight is remove all the sinew in there, use it for casseroling steak, or we put it into one of our awesome burger mixtures that we do. Just want to remove the silver skin down the side. You want all the flesh meat showing. Just gently running our knife up the silver skin, moving as much as possible in one go. So there we go, that's our bowler cut. So we go to the second part to our clod. So we're just going to remove the blade bone. So we've got our crosscut blade on the right hand side and the rest of the blade on the other side. So we're just going to remove the crosscut blade from the clod. What we have here now is we've got a bit of the blade. We're just going to remove some of that fat, trim it up a little bit. Because with FirstLight Wagyu grass-fed, with these cuts and the good marbling in it, you're going to find all that intramuscular fat running through the meat, which is just going to make this perfect and juicy and tasty for those roasts. There we go, and that's our whole blade roast. So this is the oyster blade. This is where the second most tender cut comes out, the flat iron, and I'm going to show you how to remove it. So there's a seam that runs through the centre of this cut. It's a little bit tricky, so get your local butcher to do it for you. Just going to run the knife down the back here, following the seam, taking as much meat as possible away. So we're just going to remove the other side here. All we're doing is we're just running our knife down the silver skin, a little bit like filleting a fish. Then we're just going to remove the fat from the other side. There we go. That's our flat iron steak.